What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and I want to wish you a happy holidays. And to those who have recently lost loved ones around this time and or are grieving, I want to send some love your way. For this video, we will look at some of my favorite Christmas movies, and we will also take a look at some Christmas movies that I think are deeply overrated. Let's do it different this time and look at the overrated ones first. Let's go.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Living's on the chain with the V-cuts. Living's on the...
Now, starting it off, one movie I would like for people to let go around the holidays is Polar Express.
You get your fucking hands off me.
Polar Express is boring as hell, and it looked like somebody popped a perk doing the animation of the film. All these characters weird looking as hell.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you know what kind of train this is?
I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona.
That man beyond annoying as hell. Man, dark sounding ass nigga.
In your dreams, you freaky little gnome.
Walking dictionary looking ass nigga. You smart, ain't it, ho?
Yeah.
You in your Christmas spirit, ain't it, man? Take your little thick ass on.
Fat boy day today.
For real, though, Polar Express was overrated. I didn't like the fact that it took the most for this little hoe ass nigga to believe in Santa, Christmas, whatever he was supposed to believe in. Bro, a train pulled up to your crib to pick you up. Y'all literally got golden tickets that fly around like a Quidditch ball. And you don't believe?
Some bitch.
These folks on the train busting it open, giving y'all hot chocolate.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You don't believe?
Some bitch.
Nigga, you met Santa. In fact,
And speaking of gifts,
Dear Santa, you are a bitch nigga.
all them little kids on there seeing all of this happen. And some of them grew up to stop believing. And I guess they didn't hear that bell that I guess is a signal. Damn how old I am. You growing up. Santa, nigga, I'll never forget that. Let alone a trip where a train picked me up right in front of my crib, no tracks. And we rode on ice, no tracks. So my question is, how does that make sense?
Oh, what a beautiful bell. Who's it from?
What the fuck type of parents are y'all? Y'all got gifts under your tree that you didn't buy. It's only y'all in there, and y'all not gonna question it? Take her little bow wow looking ass on somewhere. Couldn't stand her either. And some of y'all look just like her under that wig. Next up on this list, A Nightmare Before Christmas.
What is all this shit?
The movie has been shown every Halloween and Christmas. So I'll say when it comes to A Nightmare Before Christmas, it's buns. This movie is boring, and I've never understood the fascination of this movie at all. It's a few hours out of my life that I can't get back.
I want to tell you about Christmas Town.
Hell no.
This movie is entirely too long. This movie gives me the same feeling I get if I go to Walmart for Halloween and I see costumes and Christmas trees. Pick one of them motherfuckers and call it a day.
I'm really scared.
Oogie boogie, get your ooga booga booga looking ass back. Y'all taking a basic story and stretching it for 80 minutes. Then there's too much going on. Coming in at number 3 on this list, and I'll keep this extremely brief. Every Christmas movie on Hallmark and Lifetime is fucking doo-doo water. It's the same exact plot every year, and y'all give celebrities that have no business acting movie roles, and it's booty butt.
that bitch off.
Coming in next on this list at number 2 is one of the most overrated movies of all time.
What?
And that is A Christmas Story. An entire generation of kids was made to believe licking a pole was cool. An entire generation was sold a dream to believe this was an essential classic that should be watched every Christmas.
I triple dog dare ya!
There was no going back now.
This is nuts.
For the rest of your life, you had to be cool with the fact that a nigga triple dog dared you to lick that motherfucker, and you did it.
Suck it, nigga! Look at that!
Them folks' daddy freaky as hell, diabolical Doberman looking ass nigga. Hey man, Matlock watching ass Mayo muskrat.
Nasty bitch.
A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story has this little chubby dude on a mission for a BB gun, and he has all types of wild, random ass fantasy thoughts. It's a can to bounce that ass easily. Y'all kept telling little bruh, you might get your eye poked out.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out.
Hungry man, dinner eating ass dude would do exactly that. The bar is extremely low if this is a classic movie for you. Coming in at number 1, and bruh, as much as I love Will Ferrell, Elf had to make this list easily. It's easily one of the worst movies ever. And off top, if you like this movie, I know you'll drink some turd water. Take your booty juice drinking ass on.
Nasty!
There's nothing funny about this movie. Motherfuckers were raving about this movie back then, swearing up and down this movie was good. The fuck is funny about a big overgrown ass mentally ill nigga in an elf suit? Bro, I didn't laugh not one time.
You sit on a throne of lies.
And you smoking dick for being in this movie, Will.
Message!
This movie isn't a Christmas classic. Shit is Christmas cringe.
I feel really warm when I am around you, and my tongue swells up.
Lock his bad built ass up. For real though. Elf is cringe. And I think my biggest problem was me never understanding the need for Will Ferrell's character, Buddy, to act like a man-child.
Oh my God!
Extra large, wide body, Bobby Hill looking ass nigga. You can't expect me to believe he's some big dumbass, yet none of the other elves around him and where he comes from, none of them act like that. Why is this man slow? It fails to take the immature character from a fantasy land with a childlike innocence who gets the girl in the end, gets the happiness, and if it just failed to make me believe. Y'all had Will Ferrell running around this whole looking like a real Hank Hill. And to be real, the movie that I feel did a perfect example, or is the perfect example of what they tried to do, was the movie Enchanted. Now we'll look at some of my favorite Christmas movies and movies that I deem Christmas classics. If you don't like them, that's on you. But starting it off at number 8, we have the great Tim Allen in the Santa Claus. And for me, that's all them hoes, 1 through 3.
All of them?
I know some people try to clown on the third one, but I love that one too personally. This was the only time in life I ever wanted to put on a suit and become a fat nigga.
A little weight? Does this look like a little weight to you?
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy! Damn!
The Santa Claus brings me back to a time in life the entertainment for not just kids, but families was actually creative, and they gave us a banger damn near every year. Like from the 80s all the way up to the early 2000s, 2010, we had some type of Christmas banger every year. But this movie specifically it made me wish Christmas was this spectacular every year. And for a while, it was a movie that represented the creative side of Christmas for me. Coming in at number 7, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger non-talking ass in Jingle All The Way.
But here, come on, give me a head, go down!
Yeah, it's a good movie. We can come back to that in a second.
Yes! Yes!
I used to want this Turbo Man doll so bad. My mama and them was not going for that shit, though. Jingle All The Way makes this list because Phil Hartman was a fucking savage.
Excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Dang! Stinky pinky!
Man ass let you know he about to try and eat that mook. Eat your wife for lunch. This is an immediate classic for me. Coming in at number 6 is Jim Carrey's The Grinch. And off top, Jim Carrey doesn't get the respect he deserves for this role.
No! You're dude!
They've been able to roll the Grinch merchandise out outside of Christmas because of him. I honestly think had he not played this role, the Grinch would have eventually faded away into obscurity.
You're goddamn right.
It's one of my favorite movies because Jim Carrey brought the Grinch to life. From his physical movements to even the voice. Jim Carrey brought to life and embodied a character. A good amount of us grew up on. When it came out, I remember thinking that they could never do another live action without Jim Carrey. And they more than likely won't. Coming in at number 5 is David E. Talbert's Almost Christmas.
Do you want some stuffing, baby? Boy, I'm a grown-ass woman.
The black family dynamic on screen is something I love to see. Almost Christmas is a movie I love because although outlandish at some points.
Want to meet Grandma?
Well, here she is. I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
It's still a movie you can see some part of your own family in. From having that crazy ass aunt that tells it like it is,
You all should feel like a bunch of dumbasses.
to having arguments in the family. Almost Christmas is a Black Christmas movie that I feel is for us. They make all these weak-ass Hallmark movies that literally just remake storylines every other year. Shit, Almost Christmas is our version, because we only make good Christmas movies every other generation. That's just personally how I feel. Coming in at number 4 is Home Alone.
Dad, is anybody home?
Macaulay Culkin's at it again, but this time...
Hey, Macaulay, can I come in and play?
I genuinely believe that you just had to be around for some movies, and Home Alone was one of them. Some movies carry a certain feel to them that you just won't understand if you weren't there. For me, Home Alone fills me with the nostalgia of being a kid and watching this with hot chocolate and possibly snowing outside. And don't get me started on that Talk Boy.
You can have lots of high-tech fun with Tiger's Talk Boy tape recorder.
Everyone wanted one of those, and again, my parents wasn't going for that shit. That is one of the most iconic toys of all time, bro. But Home Alone represents simpler times. when the atmosphere of Christmas still existed. When the whole town, city, neighborhood were full of Christmas lights, and times weren't so greedy that people actually could care and enjoy. For this next one at number 3, let me ask you a question. What do you get when you take an alcoholic Santa, a cute fat weird kid, Bernie Mac, and a mean-ass dwarf? You get one of the greatest raunchy Christmas movies of all time, Bad Santa.
That's your awful baggy. You got anything in there?
Yeah, my dick. You want to see it?
No fake laughs. This movie takes the normal holiday tropes and takes a huge shit on them by bringing in a dark style of comedy.
I'm a dancer. I sweat.
Yeah, well, you smell like a bum's nutsack.
They delve into how, for some on Christmas, it can be depressing as hell and it can be very traumatic because they don't have a family. I think Billy Bob Thornton's character, Willie, represents those who are miserable and or feel worse around Christmas because they don't have that support system. And it's not something that they're used to. They just made this dark comedy funny as hell.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
And I shouldn't have been watching this as a young kid.
Maybe you should lend a hand,
That figures. You want all kind of set aside, special treatment because you're handicapped. You all the same.
And they literally just didn't give a damn about what they put in here.
I can stick you in my ass, small fry. You got some lip on you, midget.
Well, these lips were on your wife's pussy last night.
And that's probably why it's one of my favorites. I believe part of what makes this such a classic is how it brought something new to the table that was different than what we were used to. We are used to nice, cliche Christmas movies, but we get the perspectives of those that don't really give a fuck with Christmas. Specifically with this movie. Most of the time you do get a character that is mean or doesn't like Christmas. It's usually in a form of Scrooge or the Grinch. And even those are cookie cutter compared to this masterpiece. This is one of my favorite movies around Christmas ever. It's never getting skipped.
I beat the shit out of some kids today. Made me feel good about myself.
You need many years of therapy.
Before I get into the last two, I want to say these last two can switch really based on how I feel. They could easily switch next year. But for this year, coming in at number 2 is Friday After Next.
Man, get that lined up.
Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
Ever since it came out, it has been a movie that I watch around the holidays that makes the holidays feel the same as it used to. I think it really captures the early 2000s very well and is a comfort movie for me. From being younger to becoming an adult. As the perspective changes, it still gets funnier and funnier each year.
Someone call 911.
Moly, you got knocked the fuck out.
Of all the movies that I listed before it, Friday After Next doesn't get old, and I never feel like I could watch it only one time like some of the others.
Better than you do. You don't. I cook better than you. You can't. My dick is bigger than yours. It was cold that night.
That early 2000s black comedy is captured perfectly. And really, comedy is not done like this anymore at all. Coming in at number 1, it's This Christmas. Now, this could easily fall behind the same reason that I gave for Almost Christmas. And to be real, they damn near similar movies. It's like one is just a cleaner version of the other one, honestly.
With that thing, man. It's going off like a drug dealer. Well, if you must know, it's my ladies. It's Christmas time, and they want to spend time with a brother.
But This Christmas is a movie that is getting watched every time, no skips. This Christmas has a perfect balance of funny and drama. It's one of the black movies that doesn't have a lot of masterpiece shit going on, or some freaky ass mud deer shit.
Now you can get me for no extra charge. Oh, honey, this booty is still good. You can go ahead and check the expiration date on it. I ain't lying.
Brother,
Just a pure balance that is palatable all the way through and will be watched every year.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci.